at the American Airlines Arena in beautiful Miami. The Miami Heat are doing a great program. It's the Miami Heat Fox Sports Sun Kids Day, Production Day, doing the broadcast. The kids are helping in all aspects. You have a lot of kids here that are going to be helping with camera crew today, doing camera equipment. And some of these folks here in school are from Canal Point Elementary, as well as Wellington Elementary. We have Joshua and Ralston and Hector and Roberto and Melanie and Leora and Natalie. And they are involved in their news broadcast at their schools. So first question I got for you, what is it like today to be here and be a part of this whole broadcast production that we see for the Miami Heat game tonight against the Philadelphia 76ers? Anyone?
I'm excited to be here.
Why is that?
Because this is the first Heat game I'm going to.
Oh, so that's great. This is the first time you've been here at the Miami See the Heat American Airlines Arena. Not only are you getting to see the game, but you're actually working the game. What kind of things do you do at school for your broadcast?
Sometimes I do the camera. We change every week of what we do.
How do you like working the camera?
It's fun.
This is going to be a challenge today because it's going to be a different type of thing because there's going to be a little bit of movement because of basketball, different from doing a news broadcast. Have you been practicing at all? Are you light on your feet? Okay, that's good. All right. Ladies, what do you think? So you're here for this great event. Now I know Melanie and Natalie, you're with Canal Point Elementary, and Leora, you're with Wellington Elementary, and you all work as part of the news broadcast for your schools. So what is it like? I'll start with Melanie. What is it like for you? What do you like about broadcasting and about being a part of the school program?
I like it because I get to be on the TV in the school, and I get to like work many different things each week.
Leora, what's it like for you to be able to do this and get involved at your school with the broadcast?
I like it because at school we did sound, and today I got to do the sound, so it was a lot different because it was bigger than our set, and yeah.
What was that? Ladies, tell me about that. And gentlemen, if you were there too, I don't know who was there for the sound. You guys already did like a sound check? Is that what happened?
They had them.
Let's get Brian in here. Brian Zimmerman with the Canal Point Elementary School. He's the news director for KECTV news team.
Yeah, each of the kids are shadowing different broadcast team members for the Fox Sports team here. So all the kids already had a chance to learn their jobs from the actual professionals that do it. So we had Leora was with the audio, the two twins here, they were with the person who works at EVS machine. They do the slow motion replays and put together all the little edits, and then the boys here were all working with the camera guys and learning about how to work the cameras.
So Natalie, what was it like? Did you have some fun with the slow motion?
I did, because I get to do a lot of stuff with it, and we get to play with it also. And in our school, it was fun working because we get to work together to make something amazing for our school.
What was it like too, seeing the whole production that was there and all the equipment that was there? Was it a little overwhelming, or was it like, oh, okay, maybe I could get this someday? What do you think, ladies?
I think that I don't think our school would ever get the set as big as they have it here.
It's expensive too. It's a lot to get a set like that and all. So when you first saw that, what was it like when you first saw that set? Was it just a little overwhelming for you, or what did you feel?
It was amazing because it was that big, and I didn't know how they could work all of those things all at once.
Did you guys get to work some of it?
Yes.
Yes? What was it like? I'm going to go up to the camera guys. What was it like working with the camera and just that? Were you with the director?
Yeah.
So what was that like? What did you have to do there?
I had to tell the other people down to when to start the thing and stuff like that.
You were the boss.
Yeah.
You had to give them direction. So if you told them to go get your coffee, they would have to go get your coffee.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. So what was it like? Now you were with the camera.
Yes.
You had to do camera work. What was it like doing some of the camera work?
It was fun because I could move it easily and I could zoom in, zoom out, and I've practiced and I think I could get it when the game starts.
Is this something you guys want to go into? I mean, you guys obviously, you're in elementary school, so you guys have a long way to go. But being a part of what you're a part of with school, is this something that you all, I mean, by show of hands, is this something that you all want to get into, some type of broadcasting? How many? Anybody, maybe? Yes, some, most everyone. All right. Guys, I want to thank you all for taking the time, okay? And do a good job tonight for this event. And we'll see you later. This is Tony Fiorentino. He is the longtime broadcaster for the Miami Heat. Former assistant coach?
Yes, sir.
As well. There's a great program that is going on today. And Tony, tell us what's going on today with the kids and what the broadcasters are doing and staff with the kids today.
Oh, it's great. Kids Day is where they get the kids involved in many aspects of the production, both on radio, both on TV. They're in the studio. We have a couple of kids today that are going to come on TV with Eric and me, and they're going to announce the games. And then I have a clinic with some of the kids that teaching them one aspect of the game. It's an extension of what we do with the Miami Heat camp over the summer. And it's just a little aspect of it. Today, for example, this year we're teaching the little shot fake, show and go, escape dribble. Because a lot of times good shooters, defenders run at them and won't let them take the shot. So you got to know what the technique is to get away from them and then still be balanced to shoot the ball, and that's what we're doing today.
And that's an important part of it, obviously, being a student of the game.
Yes.
What do you tell the kids? What are some of the things, advice you give them when they're doing things like this?
Well, just pay attention to detail and do the best you can. You know, we know that I was a high school coach, and sometimes when you teach new things, it takes 2, 3, 4 times before everybody gets it down. So you don't get frustrated if you don't get it at first, because every time we learn something new, we know that we get better the more we do it, and the more comfortable we get with the new techniques. But the kids are very good. They're better than adults, obviously, at picking things up. And so it's, you know, I did private lessons for a long time too. I love working with kids. They're really receptive. They got that hungry look in their eye and they want to get better.
Tony Fiorentino, what do you think about what the Miami Heat are doing in Fox Sports Sun with this Kids Day and kids broadcasting?
It's just an absolutely great idea. The Heat has won Emmys the last 7 years doing Kids Day for good reason. It's very well organized. The kids get a great experience out of it. We love doing it. You love helping young kids advance, and it's amazing the talent that some of these kids have. You could tell that some of them could be in this business in the future, and obviously I love working with them on the court. So Fox Sports Sun and the Heat in conjunction do a great thing of giving a Kids Day experience to the kids once a year in an actual Heat game.
What have you learned from when you first did this with the kids, in working with the kids, that have helped you share your experiences and get better with them?
Well, you know that they really enjoy doing it, and that even though it might be a little difficult for them to pick up, they don't mind getting out there and making. The kids don't mind making mistakes. Adults do. They're worrying about what people are going to say. So I love working with kids, because they're going to make mistakes, just like we all do, but you're going to learn from them and you're going to improve. And from day one, 7 years ago when we started this being the 8th year, 8 years, whatever it is, these kids really have been receptive. They've tried to improve within the drill that you're doing, and it's just a pleasure for me to work with them.
You mentioned your Heat camp that you have that goes on during the summer. If anyone wants to register, sign up for the Heat camp, and it's a great camp throughout Dade and Broward County, where could they go with information?
Go to heat.com. It's all the information on there. Click on the Heat camp. We have 8 weeks. We have 5 weeks up in Broward at 2 different locations. Got 3 weeks down in Miami-Dade College in Kendall toward the latter part of the summer. And we don't just teach basketball skills, we teach life skills. We give out a lot of different expressions and quotations from different people. We try to get a Heat player there every week. Most of the time we do, so the kids get to meet a Heat player, see what good people they are besides basketball players. They get autographs, they get pictures. It's all encompassing, and it's been a great program since Pat Riley came here 21 years ago, and we're going to continue to do it this summer.
Thank you, Tony. Jason Jackson, What is it like? There's this big program today working with the kids broadcasters, the Miami Heat's involved in this big program. What is it like being involved with the kids doing this?
Well, this is our 8th year doing it, so it's slightly old hat for us, but I will tell you, it is the most intense show that we do all regular season. The moving parts of a telecast are intense to begin with. And then what we're doing is we're injecting young kids that have a little bit of experience, mostly the kids that are on the production side, the elementary and middle school kids. They've actually been doing production work at their schools, so it's neat to kind of infuse them into our truck and with our camera operators and into the studio. The young people who sent in their videos, oftentimes are novice. The great thing about our 3 kids today, they're all basketball players. So this is the first, I think, that we've had all basketball players. One of them plays against my son, so that's been actually entertaining. My boys have retired, so I have a little less anxiety as the game goes on. So it's a little closer to another broadcast, but I'm also taking care of someone else's child all day, so I take it very seriously.
What things do you instill in them? What advice do you give them? This is at a novice stage, so what do you try to tell them, things that they can do?
Be calm. Relax. This can be enormous. They can start hyperventilating. They can still really get into a space where they're really outside of themselves. If they really just have a conversation with the person that's next to them, that's really what this medium tends to be. And it's also what you experience when you meet people who watch your telecast, is that they're usually at home, sitting in their living room or dining room or kitchen, or they're in their bedroom. So I take that kind of feel that I have with people when I eventually meet them as fans or viewers, and kind of convey that to the kids, that you're just talking to someone. So we relax it down and have the conversation among each other, so that they can not recall the fact that there are tens of thousands of people watching, which causes some anxiety.
Did you ever have anything like this when you were young?
No, actually, not until I was in high school. I fortunately was at a high school in suburban Cincinnati that had an instructional television program, and so this ended up connecting with me, very similar as what Coach Bolster just told one of the kids. I found out a whole experience earlier in high school that would be the end of my athletic career. And so trying to find a connection that would keep me going was broadcasting, and so I do it about 16. So these kids are a little bit younger, getting their first experience. And
then lastly, how is it so the kids aren't in too much awe? Because they're going to be with you doing some interviews of the players, correct?
Sure. We're not going to stop that. They're kids, and they should have fun, and we give them some instruction about composure and decorum. But other than that, let them be kids. It's called Kids Day for a reason. It's supposed to be fun, and so hopefully they'll get some high fives and some memories that last a lifetime.
Thank you, Jax.
No problem.